So I got to write with two of my songwriting heroes earlier this week. One of them wrote Tequila by Dan Shay, and the other wrote the new single from Maroon 5, Memories. I'm going to tell you about what happened. So earlier this week I got to write with two of my songwriting heroes. One was Nicolle Galyon, who wrote songs like Tequila for Dan Shay, We Were Us for Keith Urban. The list just goes on and on and on. And also, was kind of a nice surprise, Michael Pollack. I didn't even know he was going to be there until like the morning of, like an hour before the session. And he wrote with John Bellion, who's one of my other favorite writers, the new single Memories by Maroon 5. And I love that song. I love how simple it is. And he told me a story about how they wrote it, and it's just kind of crazy. Like, you just never know what songs are going to end up being massive hits. But so he was writing with Monsters and with John Bellion, and they wrote this song that, like, just no-brainer. They thought it was going to be just like an absolute smash hit. And then at the end of the session, Michael played him this other idea that basically was like a spin-off of like Pachelbel's Canon, like the old for 1600s melody. And he's like, what if we do a song like this? And he brought in this Memories idea, and they wrote it in like 15 minutes. And about a week went by. He was like, hey, can I get the demo for that? And apparently John Bellion and Monsters were like, that song is the cheesiest thing I've ever written. Like, we're not sending that. And Michael kept pressing in on it, and he was like, I really think this is a Maroon 5 thing. Like, send this to me. And so finally got him to send him a balance of the song. He sent it over to Jay Cash, who works with Adam Levine. And he was like, yeah, I think it's okay. You know, but Michael, like, and if you know Michael, he's not an overly pushy kind of guy. Like, he doesn't push his way into situations, but he felt really strongly about this song. So he's like, just send this to Adam. They just lost their manager, Jordy, I think was his name, and he just recently passed away. And he's like, I think this song is going to resonate with him. And so sure enough, he sent it to Adam. Adam was like, yes, this is the song for him. We're going to do it. It's going to be the next single. And so there it is now. It's on the radio. It is rapidly climbing the charts. And it's a really powerful song, not only for them and their season, but for anybody who's lost anybody. And so I just love hearing stories like that. And when songs sort of overcome their own path of adversity to make it through, that's really the story more often than not of, you know, what we deal with as songwriters. So it was a huge honor to be able to write with him. Hope we get to do it again. Nicolle Galyon is absolutely amazing. She's brilliant. You got to check out her stuff. She has an exhibit actually right now in the Country Music Hall of Fame, along with her husband, Rodney Clawson, and their son, Brad Clawson. They're like a power trinity of country music, right? They each had a #1 last year, which is so rare. Brad had Up Down by Morgan Wallen. Rodney had Down to the Honky Tonk by Jake Owen, and Nicolle had Tequila by Dan Shay. These are just massive songs written by one family. And so I've been able to write with Rodney a good bit lately, and was really fortunate to write with Nicolle. We ended up writing a really good song. Like anything, it's just, even if you're in a room with A-list songwriters, you still never know if a song is going to wind up getting cut or singled. There's so much that's out of our control. But the one thing that I kind of learned being in the room with them two, because I really do try to learn from people who are like further along than I am, and the one thing I learned from them was just like, we didn't really have a particular artist in mind. It was just trying to shoot for the best song possible. And even after writing it, I still don't know who it's going to end up with. It's just a really good song, has some good pop sensibilities to it, of course has a really solid country lyric. And so I'm just so thrilled I get to do what I do every day. And one of the biggest thrills of my job is getting to learn from people who are further along than me, like Nicolle and like Michael. So just wanted to share that little story with you guys. Thought that was super cool. Check out those two songs if you haven't heard them. I'm sure you probably have. Memories by Maroon 5 and Tequila by Dan Shay if you want to check out some of their work. And hopefully you'll hear our song that we wrote coming out on somebody's record in the next year or two. Hey, what's up? Hope you loved the video. If you did, hit the
thumbs up button and subscribe to our page for more awesome music industry content. If you are interested in getting a publishing deal, a record deal, or having a career in the music business, I've got a free video class for you right here. Click that link down there to get access to it. And if you want to check out another one of my vlogs, click up here.